Never do anything wrong again. When I was a kid, video arcades were popular. Put in a quarter and play as long as you could. Many games had cheats. Of course, this was long before the internet, so to get a cheat, you had to know somebody. Otherwise, you had to learn by trial and error. A common scenario is a guy and a girl will be talking, or having a good time, or having a relationship. Then somebody says something and everything suddenly crashes and burns. A common and unfortunately incorrect response is, "What did I do wrong?" As if there is a right and wrong way to create emotional feelings in somebody. There absolutely is a right and a wrong way, but only from an objective standpoint. Relationships and friendships are built on subjective feelings. Imagine if you cooked something for your partner, something that you wanted to be a surprise, and you practiced at a friend's house over and over, and plenty of people tasted what you'd cooked over and over and over, so you knew it was correct, but your partner didn't like it, not one bit, but they appreciated the effort very much. But suppose they had a non-allergic but bad reaction to it, so they couldn't just wolf it down and pretend it was delicious. So while pushing their food around on their plate, they had to force themselves to appreciate the effort, but at the same time, use all their powers to not vomit on the plate. I know, horrible and crazy metaphor, but in this situation, you would be compelled to ask, what did I do wrong? Here's the thing. You did nothing wrong, at least from a subjective internal perspective. Between humans, when emotions are involved, there is no right or wrong. There are only good feelings and good responses, and bad feelings and bad responses. This is part of being human. As Captain Picard once tried to explain to Data, the robot from Star Trek who wanted to be more human, sometimes you do everything correctly and still lose. So asking what you did wrong is not the right question. What is the right question? How can you do better next time? This is why relationships are so difficult. Everything can be going fantastically, but then you try something you assume is going to work, but it doesn't. And then you ask, what did I do wrong? And they don't know the answer because it's not an appropriate question. Instead, think in terms of what works and what doesn't. And remember what works. Interestingly, there is a kind of hack like video games. When you do create good feelings, you can anchor them and keep anchoring good feelings. This will make it much easier to create more good feelings and less bad feelings, and never worry about right or wrong again. To learn how, visit mindpersuasion.com/anchoring-excellence.